Hello, welcome, all my beautiful, vibrant souls who are Capricorn suns or have other significant Capricorn placements to your month ahead predictions. This is going to be looking at the month of September 2023. Little kind of caveat that I want to put out here about today's reading. We are currently in Mercury retrograde, and Mercury will be retrograde for about half of the month. So it's till September 14th, and then followed briefly by a small shadow period. Excuse me. So because of that, I'm going to be pulling an oracle card to look at your major overarching theme for the month, and I'm going to be pulling oh, words just fell out of my brain. I'm going to be pulling tarot. So sorry for how this theme might be playing out, just kind of in your life in general, in your love life in particular, and then with any retrograde based themes. So with that, let's get into it, shall we? I hope you guys are having a wonderful August. Wow, that was quick. So sometimes the cards take a little bit. There's intuition here at the bottom. We have a master number 22, which reduces to a 4. There's something where I feel like you guys have been struggling to get intuitive insight about how to create more stability in your lives. And this is what's coming through, particularly when it comes to making decisions, right? Because 2 is a number of balance, decisions, partnership, harmony, and it feels like when it comes to making decisions about what's going to bring you closer to those, like that healthy balance, it may have been hard to get insight about either like a situation in particular or just I feel like insight in general. This month is going to be bringing forth some important, experiences, information that will help bring you closer to that understanding that you need to cultivate. I'm feeling called to kind of talk about this a little bit, which I didn't for the other group so far. But, Virgo is a sign that really, it rules the 6th house traditionally. So looking at where Virgo shows up in your chart might be really helpful to understand how the retrograde is going to be impacting you more specifically. But Virgo traditionally rules the 6th house. And this is all about a healthy mind, body, spirit connection and creating those healthy, balanced energies in all areas of life, and usually through mindfulness, right? Through taking practical steps on an everyday level to create balance, create harmony, and create health in all areas of life. So for you guys, there may have been something that has been kind of evading your understanding or evading your grasp, that is going to be brought forth this month, or I don't know, I'm being put under a microscope. So you're really going to be honing in on something, because it feels like there's something where like you're doing it, but like a small tweak would really improve your results, if that makes sense. So let's see what you have. Manifestation. Okay. I like this a lot. Card 8 showing up, so 8 might be significant. We have pink here, so this is a color of the heart chakra. And as you can see, there are cards in this deck where the Merkaba is the same color as the background and ones where that's different. Excuse me. So for me, when they're the same, this means that your internal frequency is matched and reflected back to you in your external reality. You're trying to create a manifestation and bring it into being. It's interesting too, we have another one where they're the same here, right? And trying to bring it into being. And I feel like there's just, you're on the right track, but there's just a small shift that needs to occur. And with pink showing up here, again, being a color of the heart chakra, this small shift might just be about changing, your consistency, changing your approach in order to bring more of what you love into your goals, into your everyday, right? Into some area of life. It might be like, we talked about mind, body, spirit connection. It might be where, you're really focused on your mindset and you're really focused on taking care of your body, but maybe you're needing a little more spiritual grounding or a little more spiritual support. It could be where you're very much focused on your spirit and your energy and your body, but there's like a mind frame that needs a little bit of adjustment. I feel like you're so close, so I'm like, don't give up, you're almost there. Okay, and this got my attention. This wasn't the top card of the deck, but it was the second one down. We have parenting here, 63 reducing to a 9. This could be whenever this comes out, this could be about your own parenting journey, but this can also, for me, talk about parenting or reparenting, right? So like the things that we pick up from our parents, this could be a thing about like, let's say, if you inherited a familial pattern of a really hard work ethic, I got this. That can be a wonderful thing, right? But maybe it's hard for you to then take a break. Or maybe it's hard for you to know, you know, how to have a good work-life balance, something like that. So there's a manifestation that is coming in for you, and it's going to make you really, really happy. But I do feel like there's a slight adjustment, and the understanding about how to like make those last little tweaks to bring it in, I think is going to come in for you in this month ahead. So I want to look at how this is going to be showing up in your life in general. Boop. There we go. 9 of Swords reversed, pardon my itchy nose. This is nice because this kind of suggests that I feel like this understanding will help you relax. I'm also hearing relaxing and spending like quality, hang on. My mind is all over the place for your guys' reading. So you might have a lot that you're trying to like kind of sort through, or it's like you're trying to get it all out. You're trying to get it all done before you lose something or before you run out of time. Cause I'm like speeding through this stuff. There's a sense here where this might, like prioritizing quality time to really rest and relax. So maybe you're taking, for example, time off, but you're not really like giving yourself the type of rest you need. Look up types of rest. That might be very, very helpful for you guys. There's like the 7 different types of rest. So it's like, maybe you're giving yourself, you know, time to rest, but it's like it's not the type that you need. Or you're giving yourself what you feel to be self-care, but it's not what you actually need, right? Specific to your needs. That's just an example, but I'm kind of getting that relaxing will be a helpful way to kind of facilitate this process. But this is also going to be an insight and an awareness that will help you kind of relax, ease anxieties, let go of worry. Some of you, you're getting confirmation that your efforts are starting to pay off, and that confidence you're building in your own routines and your own effort over time is going to be what allows you to like take a breath, right? So let's see what we have. We have Judgment reversed. Interesting. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I like this for you guys. The Hierophant reversed. 3 major arcana so far. We have Taurus energy showing up as well as Scorpio. And then the 9 of Pentacles reversed. Okay. I feel like you've been in this place of being tested about your commitment, either to yourself, like taking care of yourself, or to your financial independence. What is this? And it will be different for everybody. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is not really giving me a clear answer. 8 of Swords reversed. So you guys have had this, and especially about prioritization, how you prioritize things. In the past, you guys have had a realization, a wake-up call. I see that with Judgment. It is reversed, but hang on. You had the wake-up call you need. And this has everything to do with how you apply yourself, how you do work, how much effort you put in. And I feel like this has caused you to go on this journey of learning how to reprioritize your commitments. To value, for a lot of you, you guys are very hard workers, and this is to learn how to value yourself more, or some aspect of your life more. Let's say if you put a lot into work and you put a lot into your responsibilities to others, maybe you haven't had a lot of time to like take care of your body, right? Maybe this is where you know, you have been taking care of your body, but the mindset that you have about it is very punishing, right? There's something like that where the steps you've been taking are not bad steps, but there's been an adjustment that's needed. And this adjustment is all about like being able to show up for yourself, not just through your actions, but also through your emotions and through your mindset in a way that is loving and supportive to self, right? We cannot shame ourselves truly into changing our behavior. I'm really, really butchering that Brene Brown quote. Sorry, Brene Brown, but it's really true, right? So there's a sense here of, it's like you had this wake-up call about a change that needed to happen, and you've been taking the steps. And what I feel like is happening is that even though it's been challenging and it's been asking you to recommit yourself to something else, it almost feels like recommit yourself to a different kind of work is something I'm getting. So like, you know, a different way of conceptualizing work. Again, it's like doing the same things, but having a different mindset. Because once again, we have all the pink here. This is the thing that's bringing this in is that heart chakra energy, right? So I feel like you're going to start to see with the Wheel of Fortune, things start to turn in your favor as a result of the changes you've been making. For some of you, this Wheel of Fortune will be a change where it's almost bringing in like a blessing in disguise energy for me, where it's like, it's actually a very fortuitous change, but it causes you to have to reroute. And it gives you the missing piece. I want to know what this Wheel of Fortune is. Justice reverse. Yes, blessing in disguise. Okay, something could be falling through. You know, we have 2 marriage cards that are both coming up reverse. Some of you might be having a significant commitment falling through. But just in general, there's a sense where something has been out of balance. Usually there's only 2 cards in the whole tarot that show scales. And in this deck, they're both what was I going to say, you guys? Oh, they're both out of balance, right? They're both, you know, they're both like, yeah, I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of. I'm sorry. My brain just like decided to short out on me. So there's a sense here where something has been out of balance, and this is what I feel like has either changed, or I feel like for many of you this month, there is a change. And again, it's like you're on the right path, but there's something that needs to shift about it in order to like help you get to the manifestation. 3 of Swords, because there's still a lot of emotional pain that's affecting your mental health and well-being. 7 of Cups, that's because there's still a lot of confusion. There's still a lot of, okay, and the 10 of Swords. There's a lot of pain. That's really, really important to know here. And I think this is creating a lot of emotional confusion around how to achieve your goals. And the thing that this month is bringing in is this shift where I feel like I said, there's a redirection. This could be like a blessing in disguise. But there's a sense here of a redirection to help clear some of the confusion out of the way about how to move forward and what you need. I'm getting that a lot. And for some of you, this is going to bring up some painful emotions or some painful things in your past in order to be able to help you with the healing process, if that makes sense. So I want to know how this is going to show up for you in love, or not how this is going to show up for you, how this is going to show up for you in love. Okay, you have the Page of Cups reversed. The 9 of Cups, okay. And the 2 of Cups reversed. This is what I mean. I feel like for a lot of you, the Moon reversed at the bottom. So for your love life this month, I feel like there's going to be a big focus on your own personal happiness and feeling good. Again, there's like this sense of getting in touch with, we saw this in the other part, getting in touch with your emotions and like even some of the less fun emotions, like the more painful emotions to process so you can understand your needs better. You can understand your happiness and what makes you happy, what makes you feel emotionally balanced. You can understand yourself better. So this is going to be a month really where, you know, when it comes to love, I feel like there's going to be a greater focus on following, pardon my itchy eyeball, on following your happiness, your passions, and really like focusing on making yourself happy. Now with the Page of Cups reversed and the 2 of Cups reversed, this could be where you're not really reciprocating an offer. Somebody's making you one and you're kind of like, I'm doing my own thing. But this also can be where a lot of water sign energy coming in. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This could be where you're finally, some of this like pain and purging that you're dealing with is a past relationship that didn't work out. So in love, there seems to be more of like a self-focus. There seems to be more of a focus on really accomplishing what you want to accomplish and what is meaningful to you, as opposed to focus on a partnership. Yeah, the Sun. This is going to be positive though. It's going to feel good, right? This isn't going to feel like a loss. This is going to be one of those like cathartic, therapeutic, I feel like I need to do this kind of a thing. Ace of Swords, yep. And because there's going to be a lot of clarity. I think that there's been so much confusion around knowing what you want and how to bring in what you want, that dealing with your emotions is going to help you get a little closer. I have a burp starting, a little closer to understanding how to move forward. And it's going to feel very light, very positive. So in terms of your retrograde themes, I want to see what's coming out. 6 of Swords reversed. There it is. For many of you, this could go back to childhood issues once again, because that's an inner child healing card for me. But this is about helping yourself find peace. Some of you may have suffered a breakup in the last few months. And so there's been this sense of trying to hyper focus on yourself. Like, I'm just going to do my own thing. I'm going to, I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Again, none of this is bad. But there has been a lack of emotional self-attunement, and that's what prevents the true healing. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. This is nice. This is to make room for a new beginning. So the Six of Swords reversed. The King of Swords reversed. Yeah. The Eight of Cups. Okay. Yep. And the Queen of Swords upright. I really like that she's, like, all of this stuff, she's got her back to this. So all this stuff is behind her. I feel like what's going to be happening in terms of retrograde themes, exactly like we were talking about, issues that have not been fully healed are going to come up. These are things that in the past, I feel that you've tried to, logic your way through. You tried to intellectualize your feelings about. And unfortunately, that just doesn't work, right? If you didn't know that, I'll save you the trouble in the years of therapy. Apparently, it doesn't work. Tried it. Fun time, but, doesn't work. And with the Eight of Cups, this is going to allow you to actually finally emotionally detach from this. And I do feel like even though, the Queen of Swords is known as the Ice Queen of the Tarot, she looks kind of happy, right? There's a sense of optimism here where dealing with these difficult emotions is going to kind of help wrap up this cycle. And I feel like leave you in a place of feeling very, very empowered, right? The King of Swords for me is also, he's a strategist. So this can be kind of looking at whatever, all the moving parts in a situation, right? What everybody is, doing, where they're at, where, everything stands in order to try to make the best decision possible. And there's a sense here where this might have been kind of part of what's causing the confusion, is that you might be kind of have trying to sort of keep an eye on too many things or focus on what other people are going to be doing as a way of making your decisions. Like, well, if they do this, I'll do this. Or, if this person's coming back, then I want to wait for them. Or like, if this, if I'm going to get this job, like I don't want to do this in case I get this. There's a sense here of, I feel like, trying to be outwardly focused too much. And what all this is bringing in with the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Swords is being able to walk away from some emotional confusion, process old pain and old emotions, so you feel very clear and decisive about what you want. Engaging in heart chakra healing would be very, very helpful. Journaling is going to be helpful. If you have access to therapy, go for it. But this is going to be a month of, I feel like, where you're going to kind of be asked to go inward and really attune to self. And get very, very clear on what you want. And there's a sense here of dealing with past pain or disappointment so you can finally release it and you don't have to carry it with you anymore. So it might be uncomfortable. That's what I mean about that blessing in disguise, but ultimately this is very much for your benefit. So I hope this was helpful. I'm wishing you guys a wonderful month ahead. It was a joy to get to read for you today, and I hope I get to again in the future. Take care. Bye.